Hello, it's October 11th.
Hey, good afternoon. Today is Sunday, October 11th. It's been a month since my last video, and we're back here going to talk about some fun stuff that's been happening. People wanted to know how I've been doing, so I thought I would start with that. And I've got Dr. Emily here to ask me questions to move things along.
Sure. So let's talk about the signal trial.
Sure. Yes. So I was in what they called the signal trial, the HTTR 62 RMS, or whatever it was called, drug trial at VCU. And that concluded, and unfortunately they decided that it had no effect whatsoever on Huntington's disease.
Yeah, so they're going to take their medicine and apply it to some other types of diseases instead of continuing to try to work on Huntington's disease.
That's right. This medicine was called a monoclonal antibody.
Yeah.
Which has been good for treating certain types of tumors. And if you keep up with the news, it was also one of the things that they've been trying to treat coronavirus. But so anyway, so it doesn't work on Huntington, so they might try some other diseases and see what happens.
Yeah, we didn't notice that you were any different or really any better.
That's right. And
So
apparently neither was anybody else.
yeah. So did they tell you whether you were on the drug or on placebo?
I did not get that far.
No.
I guess they would have told us, but then the trial ended.
Right.
So there are now 3 trials going. The one I'm most excited about, but probably won't get into, is I think it's called the Whole Life. It's the gene therapy trial. We're doing it at VCU, where they drill holes in your skull and inject a virus with a little RNA molecule riding piggyback on it. But it goes in and futzes around with your DNA and fixes things.
Yeah, your doctor basically said she wasn't going to allow you to participate in that one.
It's also just being done for the first time in humans.
Right.
So very risky and dangerous and stuff.
Yeah, maybe next iteration or the subsequent iteration. What are the other trials that you might be eligible for or considering?
Other trials would include, there's also one they're going to do at UVA, I think. And I think, is that the one where they have the where they have the medicine for the TD?
Yeah, there's a medication to try to help with your chorea.
Yes.
And then there's the Roche trial.
Tardive dyskinesia, that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine.
Right, and then there's the Roche trial that wrapped up that looks promising.
Yes.
So we can't sign you up for that right now because it's not open for new volunteers at the moment.
And then there was the one at Duke, right?
I called Duke and they're going to put you on a list.
Duke also has one, I'm just saying. So there's other things going on. But as I understand it, the Roche trial is really the only one that's focused just, straight ahead on Huntington's, as opposed to taking a medicine that already works or something else and trying it, which is okay. But, so anyway, so that's where things stand on that. So then, second, how am I doing? Well, I'm excited because finally I am back into my physical therapy live. I've been doing it by telehealth for several months, and I don't really like flailing around on my living room floor doing my exercises. And also, when I go live, I get a full hour as opposed to 20 minutes by telehealth. So I'm excited to be back in. I've been back in there for 2 weeks now, and like I said, I think I'm already feeling some benefit.
Yeah, I told you that you were not allowed to drive yourself to physical therapy anymore, and I've been driving you.
Yes, that's another thing. So, yes, I'm also trying to deal with not driving, which is an enormous hassle when you're 46 years old and have young, active children chasing you around, as you can imagine.
Yeah, because you can walk a couple places near where we live, but that's about it.
Yes.
It's not a super friendly area for getting around on foot.
I can walk to Taco Bell.
Yeah, and we're about 1.5 miles from the nearest bus stop, so that's not feasible.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's been difficult. He's been doing the best that he can, but I am just concerned that he's going to hit something, as I've reminded him frequently.
Yes. Now, my oldest son, Alex, who you have met in other videos, is going to take driver's ed. He's 15 and a half. He'll be taking driver's ed in the spring at the high school, which is exciting. And the original plan was that I was going to drive until he started driving, and then he could take me everywhere. But now we just have a little gap between those two time periods.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, so let's talk about your ability to get around. How's that going?
Well, I guess I'm okay. I feel like I spend lots of time sitting on the couch when I don't really need to be, but I feel apathetic.
Yeah, I think that's true. Have you been falling much?
Nope, which is good.
Yeah.
Last time I fell was all over a month ago.
Yeah. Have you been able to do things that you enjoy, like going for walks or bike rides?
Yes, actually. Mostly, but what affects things like that is also that I've been having these problems with constipation, which I talked about in a previous video. Don't worry, I'm not going to get off on a tangent. But I spend a lot of my time in the bathroom, which makes it hard to do things like exercising.
Yeah, we think the constipation is because of your HD, although it's not a well-known side effect. It's pretty clear that you didn't used to have this problem.
But
And have your doctors helped you to figure out what to do about your constipation?
mostly no.
That
Now I did. That's okay. Not entirely true. I had a I had a colonoscopy earlier this month.
So your doctor could make sure that you were not
Right.
having an intestinal blockage,
Right.
but that was about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They found one very small polyp, which turned out to be nothing.
Yeah.
But then, so I don't know if anybody else, out there has similar problems with your HD and constipation and stuff. But if you do, let me know what works for you.
Yeah. Except we don't want to hear about CBD oil. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yes, we
No,
already.
thank
Yes,
you to CBD
already,
oil.
yes, we already know about that. Yes.
Okay, well, let's change the subject. Let's talk about Halloween.
Yay!
Yeah, Halloween is a big deal at our house.
Yes.
We always decorate. We would take you outside and show you some video footage today, but it's raining, so
Yes.
that might have to be maybe a little closer to Halloween.
Yes, we have tons and tons of awesome decorations.
We put up extra lights this year to compensate for being stuck inside.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about trick-or-treating. So are we going to let the kids trick-or-treat?
We've been discussing that. We don't know. We might let them go if they have their masks on.
Yeah, I don't think so. And when I told them that they're not going, they were not too sad about it either. So.
But we'll definitely have candy here.
Yeah, any brave people that want to come to our door can definitely have candy, but you better be wearing your mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Halloween masks and also the other kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what are you going to dress up as?
I have a mask from like a New Orleans style mask I'm going to wear. How about you?
I'm going to wear my National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation costume.
I think you wore that one last year too.
Yes, I like it.
But it does allow you to stagger around like a drunk person.
It's a bathrobe.
Which character are you?
I'm Cousin Ed.
That's right.
Eddie in his when he wears his bathrobe in the morning, he's dumping out his toilet.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so I would video you walking, but it's like really raining outside, so that doesn't seem like a great idea. But maybe with the next time we sit down to video, the weather will be better outside, and we'll video you walking.
Something I want to know from you all. So what kind of Halloween traditions do you have that you really like? We're trying to build up even more traditions of our own. So we've been watching, scary movies. One of the local TV channels here, Freeform. Yes, I hope that's not trademarked. But anyway, Freeform, every night they show Halloween movies like The Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Addams Family, stuff like that. Good family related stuff. Well, I really like watching that stuff. But so if anybody has other traditions that you like, what are some other things that we like to do for Halloween?
Well, pumpkin carving is a must. We must carve pumpkins.
That's true.
And we've learned that this is an art because we cannot cut into the pumpkins too early because then they'll rot.
Yes.
But we've also learned that if we don't get around to carving the pumpkins, like trying to carve them 2 hours before we go trick-or-treating is also not ideal. So there has to be some kind of happy medium.
Yes. Yes. Do we like pumpkin spice stuff?
I do. How about you?
Not as much.
Yeah, you're not really into that.
I like pumpkin.
Yeah, you like straightforward
pumpkin
tasting
pie
things.
and
Yeah.
pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, you like cinnamon,
Yes.
but pumpkin spice not so much. But, you
So
know.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I just don't get super excited.
No.
I like the fall.
Oh, fall is great. Yeah. Particularly where we live, it gets so hot in the summer. I'm happy to see summer end.
Yeah. Yep. Less humid today. But yes, we've got the remnants of a hurricane going through right now.
It hasn't been bad.
But
It's
not-
just a lot of rain.
Yes, but not to worry. Everything will be fine. Yes. And if we were outside right now, we could also show you the tree that got trimmed at our house. We got a big tree. Trimmed by like a tree trimmer, not like Christmas. Sorry, it's not covered in Halloween decorations.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because he and I were talking about the branch that was hanging over the lamp. And we were talking about whether we were going to keep it or let it go because it was split. It had been hit by lightning. And I thought, well, it looks like if it fell, it would hit the lamp. So I think maybe he ought to go ahead and cut it off. So then when I got home from work, he was like, Ms. Doherty, I broke your lamp.
Yes, the lamp
So
post.
he cut the branch and it immediately fell on the lamp and broke it. And I was like, wow, well, I guess we were planning ahead.
But luckily, they got a replacement at Lowe's, which is only a mile from here. You don't know.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
So it was better than it could have been. Yeah.
Yes.
And so far the tree hasn't fallen on the house, which is good. He ran this cool cable between two of the branches that actually seems to be working quite well to prevent one of the larger branches from falling on our house. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So am I. Exciting time. Yes. Well, that's it for this week. So I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please like and then subscribe to my page and leave me comments and questions and things you'd like to see in other videos. That's it for this week. Bye.